Hey, this is Maxtan, Candid, the movies, here to give you a TV review of The 5-Star Weekend. This is now streaming on Peacock, starring Jennifer Garner, Gemma Chan, Darcy Camden, Regina Hall, Chloe Sevigny, Harlow Jack, Timothy Alapot, also starring Josh Hamilton, along with a few other people. We'll talk about them as we progress along. So this show is about Miss Gardner's character. Her husband passed 6 months, and now she needs to take a weekend to kind of go through her grief. Now, she doesn't really understand what she needs to do. She just knows she wants her friends. All the 5 friends represent 5 different times in her life. Miss Sevigny, she is her childhood friend. This is one that she has lost contact with when she left the island. Miss Regina Hall, who is her friend that she met after she left the island. They were friends in her 20s and early 30s, and they had started to separate just because of time. Miss Darcy Camden, she is her friend that they met during school. I kind of got a little lost with that one because they really didn't describe it really well. They met children, went to school together, and now they're a really good friend. And you got Miss Gemma Chan, who is now a admirer that has started to give her counseling and also support through her recent grief. As we progress through the weekend, there's drama. And this drama is very, very thick and very big. Not only that, there's character growth throughout all the 5 ladies that are present in the day. The method that they're using to describe this TV series is they're using the ideal doing a couple of hours at a time for each episode, similar to like the Pit, which does an hour. The episode is that 1 hour, or 24, where you have to go through this amount of time in 24 hours. This is going about 4 to 5 hours at a time. Starts on a Friday evening, and it then concludes on a Monday morning. It's really cool. I hadn't seen it done like that in a long time. On top of that, they do, before the episode really starts, for the title card, they kind of go into like a small character story to give you some ideas that you need to know as you progress through, especially if you aren't paying attention or if it gets a little weird. Now I gave you all that stuff. Let's talk. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I think it was a really cool idea, a cool way to show how we have to deal with this idea of grief, how we have to have friends to push us through. I felt like the ladies, all 5 ladies, when they're on the screen is when the TV does the best. I felt like even when they got separated by a few here and there, it was only 2 or 3 on the screen, I think it worked really well. I think the cool thing that happened for this show is that they felt like they became friends, like actually true friends. And so as they were filming it, you could see it starting to actually come out onto the screen. I do wonder if they are actually really good friends, because it felt like they had a great time together, hanging out and taping up there. My favorite character was Darcy. I felt like she had the most growth. She had the coolest arc of all the crew. I know Travis and his crush, Regina Hall. Hey, I'm sorry, Travis. You may like her more, but for me, Miss Caden did a great job of exploring her character and actually watching it grow. Everybody had great growth. I think that was the strongest part of the whole entire TV series, and I'm glad I got to see them do it. Things that I didn't like, I felt like the direction for the daughter, who's the subplot B. I don't think I liked what she was doing. And I understand grief for everybody is different, but it felt like they were forcing her to do something that was unnatural, and then she had a major heel turn where she became very soft and very innocent. And I was like, okay, y'all really didn't explain it to me. Y'all just assumed that I would be okay with it. And especially when they have such good character growth in the other ones and great explanation for the reasons behind stuff, I wish I had gotten more. I felt like Timothy Alapot was miscast. It felt like he was on a GQ magazine shoot and they brought him over and just said, do what you did when you were on that. He just felt out of place. He took me out of whatever I was watching whenever he was on screen, along with his character not having the best development. So I wish they would have casted somebody else in order to see how that character grow. I think he's a good actor. I'm about to see him in another TV series later this week, but I just didn't feel like he was the best one. Best episode, I think for me personally, I think episode 7 was the best episode of the whole entire series. It had everything you want. You had drama, you had resolution, you had tears, you had laughter. It was a really good episode of TV. And probably one of the better ones I've seen in this probably summertime. But since episode 7 was so really good, so great, episode 8 kind of fell flat. It almost felt like an extension of episode 7. I think adding that daughter in kind of hurt the show overall, because they may not have enough time to do all 8 episodes and they needed to push some time out. I wish they had just done 7 and it would have been just as good, but unfortunately, that's what they had to do to make the show work. I didn't like episode 4, which dealt mostly with her daughter. And as you can tell, if I don't like the character, it makes it hard for me to really invest in the show. That episode 4 and 5 was kind of dull, but the other episodes were either borderline really good to being great. Well, I suggest you watch it. Definitely, it is worth to watch. This is an adaptation of a book. I hadn't read the book, but I heard that a lot of people felt like they did a really good job. I would give it a B+. I would recommend it to you if you have Paramount because you were watching soccer or wherever you were watching basketball or whatnot. Go ahead and catch this. It's about 40 minutes an episode, give or take a little bit. Some a little longer, some a little shorter. After the second episode, they'll start flying by. It's almost binge-worthy. Please rate, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell me which character did you like the most, Travis. I know who you like. You ain't gotta tell me. I know. Once again, this is Maxtan, Candid, the movies, and I'm out.